Hi and welcome to the Bahani Chronicles. Today's video is a bit of an update from what's been going on in my week. Some ups, some downs, and a bit of news that may stop my Mounjaro journey, which isn't fantastic. I am going to timestamp this video. I should do it more often, to be honest, but I'm a bit lazy. I will timestamp this video so you can kind of pick and choose what bits you want to see. If there's some bits you're not really interested in, absolutely fair enough. I also want to talk about some new videos I'm doing for the channel. So I want to create a new playlist for the channel, which I'm pretty excited about. Don't even notice as well, I've changed my studio, let's say. Let me know in the comments below what you think. If you're new here, my name's Scott. I'm 38 years old, 5'11", and at the start of my Mounjaro journey, weighed just over 100 kilos, and then made the mad decision to start documenting it. So here we are. If this is your first time watching, please go ahead, hit the subscribe button, give it a thumbs up, click the bell if you want to be notified of future videos. Yeah, everything really, of course, helps the channel grow. Also, get involved in the comments. We've got a really cool community here. Yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. Okay. Oi, easy. Okay, so it's currently Wednesday morning. I thought I'd bring you along for a couple of things this week. Got a few things going on. On the way to the hospital today for kind of blood tests, blood screening. Reason is, as I explained in one of my previous videos, I did have a GP appointment about my back's been really bad from a car crash years ago. I did tell my GP that I am currently taking Mounjaro. I mean, her response was, "Oh no, not another one," which didn't really fill me full of confidence. And unfortunately, there is such a negative connotation around the medicine. It's mind blowing. But so she said, yeah, she's put me in for routine bloods, which I think is a good thing anyway. You know, I'm kind of getting older now, and having a bit of an MOT makes sense, I suppose. Of course, I'm not going to film in the hospital, but what I'm going to do is go there, get the bloods done, and then let you know what happens after. But yeah, I'll let you know how it goes. Well, that was a result. In and out in 15 minutes. Absolutely unheard of, the hospital near me. So they've said, yeah, they're going to send the results across once they're ready, which should be in a couple of days. It might be by the time this video comes out. If it is, obviously, of course, I'll let you all know how it went. One of the main reasons for having the test, because some people on Mounjaro, GLP-1s, etc., do become malnutritioned, if they're not eating properly, whatever it may be. They said they're going to do bloods just to check all my organ function. But I think it'd be quite interesting to see, because I've been pretty strict with how I'm eating, supplements, nutrition, etc. I'm really keen to see how the blood work comes back, because if there are issues or things I need to do better, it'd be yeah, really good to know. And then a thing a bit different, I actually booked in a snowboarding session at Chill Factor, or Chill Factory, however you pronounce it, in Manchester. So I'm going to go there on Friday. I know that's probably not everybody's cup of tea. I know that's not the content you're really on this channel for. So I will put at the bottom timestamps for all the different things I'm doing, different bits throughout this video. If you want to skip it or go to something else, feel free. So in one of my previous videos, which I'll put a link up here for if you haven't already watched it, but I've changed my schedule from 1 injection per week to 2. So 1 every 3.5 days. Before, I'd have my 1 injection on a Saturday evening, so I've got Sunday to recover from any side effects if there are any. So when I changed to 2 injections per week, I did the Saturday morning and then 3.5 days later, which works out as the Tuesday evening. Reason for this is I didn't want to do an injection before going into work, just in case. So by doing it in the evening on Tuesdays, I can kind of sleep through any of the worst of it, if there are, of course, and then I thought that would be the better way of doing it. So I'm only a week in, so it's a bit early to kind of gauge the results from it, but I definitely feel that towards the end of the week there are less of the cravings to go downstairs, raid the kitchen, or also, like I said before about the drinking alcohol thing, I'm less inclined to want an alcoholic drink towards the end of the week. Again, I'm only 1 week in, so time will tell, but we'll see. As well as the blood tests and bits and pieces throughout the week, it's been phenomenally hot here in the UK. If you're not based in England or you're not from England, we don't deal well with heat or extreme cold, to be completely honest. This week it's been like 28, 29 degrees Celsius, which is roasting. So I thought I'd do something a bit different with my exercise, and decided to go snowboarding on the Friday. The Friday just gone. So I'm going to put a little bit of a montage in here of that. Again, if you want to see an overweight man stack it a few times, might be for you. With the ups and downs, so ups, of course, this kind of new dosing schedule I believe is really beneficial for me. When I went to the GP just over a month ago now, again there's another video why I've done that, etc. I'll leave a link at the top. I was told that I'd need blood tests, or it was beneficial, let's say, to have some blood tests, just to make sure that everything's working the way it should be. So I had the blood test at the start of this week middle of the week on Wednesday. I got a text yesterday, Friday? I got a text on Friday saying I need to have an appointment next week to discuss the results. In the message it does say do not worry, but I've got the NHS app, so I did have a look at the results on the app. And it is pretty scary. There's a lot of abnormal, a lot of borderline. So it could be the end of the journey. I want to see what the GP says next week. If they suggest to stop taking Mounjaro, of course I'm going to have to. But it could be the fact that before I started this journey, I was drinking heavily and I was eating terribly. So I'm assuming it's probably down to that. And as soon as I find out, I'll post it on here. I'll let you guys know. With the results, I'm now at week 11. Still steadily losing. Well, it's gone down to about 1.4 kilos per week. It has slowed down a bit. I'm not overly bothered. I think it's down to not doing as much exercise as I used to be doing because of just doing the body weight alone. Also, the past week I've been horribly ill, so it's just been more about recovery rather than exercise. So, again, as always, I'll put up in one of the sides here the Shotzi app I'm using, which kind of shows the steady decline in weight, which is good. I'm down to 84.4 kilos now, which is phenomenal. I'm so happy with the weight I'm at the moment. Just 4.4 kilos off my goal weight, and then from there it's going to be more maintenance and again getting back in the gym, trying to put some muscle on. So if I increase a little bit, I'm okay with it. But yeah, feeling in a much better place, as I've said a few times now. I think the minor side effects I've had have been massively outweighed by the progress. Once I got down to maintenance, trying to put not weight on, but maybe put muscle on. It's more for me about, you know, building good habits. I'm still having days where I'm not sticking to my schedule or not sticking to what I should be eating, what I should be doing training wise. So even after I hit goal weight, I think it's going to be a long process. You know, there's a lot of work to do. Also trying to quit smoking at the moment, which is a nightmare in itself. So, but yeah, with what's coming up on the channel, so I wanted to do like a different playlist, so a kind of a series, if you will, like, I don't know, 5 or 6 part series of what led me to this journey, what I found out over the 11 weeks of doing it. I think it might be beneficial for other people who are looking into doing this, or beneficial for people who are on this journey as well. I think because I've managed to consistently lose a healthy amount of weight, and not have terrible side effects, it could be beneficial for other people. So let me know in the comments below, you know, what you'd want to see in that series, if anything at all. Because I'm still learning on this journey as well, and I'm learning a lot from you, you know. I've had so many tips and tricks throughout these 11 weeks from all the subscribers, which again has been phenomenal. I think we're up to like 447 at the moment, which is madness again. So I can't thank you enough. As always, if you've watched the end, thank you. I really appreciate it. As I said before, let me know in the comments what you want to see on the new playlist I'm planning. And until next time, catch you then.